OVG installed.
All right. Don't forget those night vision goggles. You're going to need them. Hey, this is Striker once again on the Burning Skies U.S. Command Center server. Well, hey, tonight, we're in the Sinai. Loading up the Strike Eagle. Going to be taking a couple of penetrator 2,000-pound JDAMs, along with 4 GBU-12s, laser-guided bombs, 3 CBU-97s, that's the cluster bombs with those little skeets that fly out and wreak havoc. And also bringing a standard 2,000-pound JDAM. They do some pretty decent damage on this server. There's a damage mod. A damage mod that is on the server. And those 2,000-pounders do much more damage. So they're good to bring along. Clear out a large swath of enemies.
Refueling complete.
So tonight I was going to go out and take out a command center, which needs those penetrators, needs 2 of them. And take on some ground targets. Just kind of generally blow stuff up. So as you may recall, on this server you want to pick a mission. It gives you extra experience points. What do those experience points do? Well, they give you
Rearming complete.
some bragging rights, I guess, on the Discord. Because it's tracked there and they have a leaderboard. But in more practical terms, it gives you command tokens. And these tokens can be turned in to do stuff like sabotage the enemy, which will take out one of their structures in one of the enemy zones. You get to pick which zone, and then you have a chance of success. If you clear out all those structures, the zone turns neutral, and you just need to fly in a capture squad in a helicopter and land anywhere in the zone, deploy them, and you catch that zone. So yeah, that's my primary thing, but it's, I'm going to be going out looking for targets, seeing what I can find. One thing I really like on the command center servers are they have an intel option, which it'll give you a list of nearby targets and how many is in that area. And then you can tell it to designate them, and it'll put a circle on the map for you. But you don't see the actual enemy on the map. And then you can go after the enemy. You could have it drop some smoke on those targets, or in the area. You can also call up a JTAC. It'll designate and put a smoke on the targets that it's designated. So it's pretty handy. I'm just figuring out which way I got to go on this airbase. I think I got turned around here a bit. There we go. That's the way to the runway. But unbeknownst to me tonight, because this was the first night of the Sinai map on the U.S. Command Center server, it's that intel option was broken. It's now working. Guy running the server, Chaz Baramundi, or however you pronounce that last part. Very responsive, very helpful, and seems like a cool guy. So yeah, he got that fixed, and now it works. But tonight, I'm gonna be doing something else where you can you have the option of having just the generic dots on. They're kind of gray dots for the enemy. You can't do full-blown labels, or colored labels, or anything. Just dots for anything that's around you, friendly and enemy. And with those dots, I was able to find clusters of additional enemy and attack them. You'll see that later here. There's another guy flying the Strike Eagle on the server tonight, Nomad 51. I've been actually chatted with him quite a bit on this night. I just saving everyone from listening to us yammer on about stuff. He's been out blasting stuff as well. I think we're good to go. So I actually did 2 sorties on this night. I'll probably throw up the other sortie just kind of as a, I guess what I'm going to call rough cuts or something like that, where I'm not going to have a whole lot of voiceover, not a whole lot of editing going into it, but it's there if you want to watch. I will do a little bit of commentary, but not as much. Again, it's just
low altitude.
Just I like watching these videos, so I have like a ton of videos. I usually only, well, as you can see, I only get like 1 or 2 a week put up. So I'm just going to do these other ones where it's less work, more fun. You know, less chatter, more splatter, right? So one thing I did, you may be able to notice, is I can actually read what's in the cockpit when I'm like through the NVG. Again, that whole bottom part below the NVG, I don't see when I'm in VR. I only see really the NVG and a small sliver below that circular vision part. But I learned how to go in and reduce that blur so I can actually read in the cockpit without having to constantly turn them on and off. I'll include some details around how to do that. It's up to you if you want to do it. I think if you're running on a pure client or pure script server or something, it'll squawk at that. So if you want to fly on those, you can't do this, but it works really well with this. Got kind of tired of constantly turning them on, turning them off. It's kind of ruining the enjoyment. But again, it's just it's an option if you want to do it. Just like having dots on or off or whatever to find your targets. Alright, so I had a rough idea of where the enemy were. I did that using the spectator view where you can see all the enemy, and I just keyed in a target point near where they're going to be. That's my target point that I'm steering towards. I actually put a couple in. Alright, let's see what we got going on up there. See your targets up ahead. It's the general area. We've got, looks like that command center there. That tower sticking out of it. It's like a bunker with a tower. Looks like there's, I think there's a barracks over there as well, a little bit past it. That bright, large splotch. And we got a bunch of enemy vehicles. Just kind of getting a lay of the land, see if there's anything else out there I need to be worried about. Looks like everybody's kind of concentrated around here, which is good. Makes life easier. So I thought I'd do a quick radar scan, see if I get any big returns from any SAM dishes sitting over there. You get that scintillation sticking out from the sides. Let's see what we can see. I mean, I'm close enough with the FLIR to see everything. I don't really see anything of concern. So there's that command center below there, right there. So we're going to drop those two 2,000-pound JDAMs with the penetrator. And take that guy out. Good thing is all of that explosive power should take out anything that's standing around there as well. One thing hard to see with the FLIR are personnel, right? Any enemy soldiers, Igla dudes. It can be a little bit of a trickiness to see them through this at times. They're very faint. I think I can kind of see one or two standing around the area. But we got those things keyed into the JDAMs. Now we're maneuvering to get into zone, which is where we are. 1 and 2 away. So get rid of that command center. Start figuring out what my next targets will be. Yeah, I'm just kind of messing right there. We go. Look at that. Ba-boom. And my close air support mission is concluded. I've still got a lot of ordnance on here. It's time to go take some other stuff out, right? Got a couple of outliers there. That's another aircraft over there. It might be that other guy in the other Strike Eagle. Or it could be... we had some AI-controlled cap flying around as well, which was nice. So I think we're on program 2, which is our 500-pound laser-guided bombs. So we'll release on this guy and break away. Put him off to the right side of the aircraft. Thankfully in DCS, stuff can track through smoke. The lasers can make it through, and weapons can see through it as well. Let's get this guy taken out. There we go. Oh, nice. T90 and couple other vehicles, not too bad. So in working these close air support missions, it's good to know what the general SAM threat is. I know we've got some Iglas out there. There's also some SA-8 Strellas. And those things can reach up to about 12,000 feet, so as long as you stay up high, you don't have to worry about them. Sometimes, often I'll set the radar, the altitude warning to be something higher so that I notice not to dip down below, like, let's say 15,000 feet, right? They'll start screaming at me. So I think that's a Strella. And kind of, the lantern is a bit of a challenge compared to some of the pods on the other aircraft, but as you can see, you can see your vehicle, the enemy vehicles. Oof, I don't know where that smoke suddenly popped into view. But you start to learn some of the characteristic shapes. Yeah, there we go. Got that guy. Learn some of the shapes of what's out there, of those vehicles, and you can start to differentiate them. Alright, so let's see. Maybe we can figure out something else to drop that 2,000-pound JDAM on eventually. So you can see all those little gray dots near the fires. Those are enemy. So, you know you got a bunch out there. Oh, got too low. Look at that. Getting tracked by something. And boy, someone just blew up a bunch of stuff down there. I think that's that other Strike Eagle, a Nomad 5-1. I just noticed that down below there's a whole bunch of enemy down there. You can see the little gray dots. So I flew a little bit too low over those guys, and they took notice. Locked me up on some kind of radar. See if I can see anything in that mess. It's hard to see. Transferred those coordinates to the JDAM and it's on its way. It'll finish off, I guess, whatever else is down there. There's something there. That guy's damaged. Alright, so found some new enemy, and I'm going to go drop a cluster bomb, a CBU-97 on them. You can see that big cluster there? Look at that. Designate it. I'll start to line up the flight path indicator. Boom, away it goes. Break away, because I don't know what's down there. I'm sure there's at least some Iglas and some other SAM vehicles. That's the area over there where all the fires are burning that I was attacking earlier. Not much to see going to the weapon view at night. And some more over there, look at that. Yeah, you gotta make sure that you're not going to be attacking friendlies though. Looks like we got a couple of things, but not as much as I had hoped. Let's go and reattack. So the nice thing with C-dip is when you attack, you know, it'll designate and drop the FLIR on that. Not all the time, you gotta be in the right mode and everything, but let's go down and get this guy. So we got a bunch of vehicles down there. It's away. Hopefully he gets more than the last one. Ooh, look at all those guys parked there. That's a nice, juicy target. Maybe I'll switch over to my GBU-12s. We got a few more things. Oh, nice. Look at that. That was a much better attack. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a mess. Yeah, it looks like we still have that one that one vehicle I wanted to take out. So let's go drop a laser guided bomb on him. So he knows I'm up at about 21,000 feet. Just a reminder that the lantern is set to safe, disabled, if you go above 25,000 feet, barometric. So if you want to laze something, you need to stay below 25,000 feet. Otherwise, your laser is set to safe. All right, let's see this guy get swatted down. Zoom in for the money shot. 5 seconds to go. Boom. Took out that tank. Those other ones are just ones that took some heavy damage from the last attack with the cluster. It takes them a while to cook off and be destroyed. So the nice thing with having a ton of fuel in the Strike Eagle is that you can not hold back on kicking on the afterburners to maintain a good altitude. Let's see. I wonder what's that next to that building. Go drop a laser guided bomb on that. So I kind of like the mix that I've been taking. Someone had recommended it on Discord. It's the 3 CBU-97s on one conformal and 4 GBU-12s on the other. And then 3 2,000-pound J-downs. It's been a pretty devastating taking the enemy out. And you still get 4 AMRAAMs as well if you want, which is what I usually take. I don't know if that is anything, actually. We'll find out. Seems like just like a hot spot of some sort. Well, it's a direct hit, no bomb damage assessment message, so I guess I just attacked. I don't know. Nothing. A cat. camel out in the desert area here. All right, it's another CBU-97. Let's line up. Oh, look at that. Actually, just up ahead. Oh, I guess we'll drop here. All right, last one's away. So the canister pop open. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to hit anything. That's way off. Yeah, it was not a good drop. Let's get something. Alright, what do we have left here? Guess nothing, because let's head back to the base. So what I'm going to do here, I left this in because I wanted to demonstrate it again. I'm using a scratch pad with a mod for it. And so pick using that dot where I want to go, then key in the waypoint number I want. So I'll call this 55. Look at that. Watch this. Creates 55A. Keyed in the lat long and elevation. All I have to do is key it in. Now that's my nav point. How sweet's that? Actually made a video showing basically the same thing for navigating. And then I think I also did this on the JDAM kind of tutorial thing I made using Scratchpad with that mod. There's my nav point. Let's get this thing on the ground. There we go, now I can see it. I was at the opposite end of the runway. Let's take this runway over here. Pop the speed brake. Let's get ourselves lined up. Come in from the other end here. Just over the wingtip, you can see the runway running parallel to the edge of the wing. Speed brakes out again. Get the speed down below 250, then we can drop the gear and flaps. There we are. Let's get lined up. Then we'll drop the gear, drop the flaps. Alright, here we go. Gear coming down, flaps down. All right, so watch this. Just as I'm about to touch down, I get a couple of like glitchy freezes. And I'm like, oh, that's a bad time for it. It happens now and then. I don't know. It just started happening recently. I don't know. Also coming on this way.
Low altitude. Low altitude. Low altitude.
It's fun because of those trees. You got to fly right over here. I don't know what genius put those there. All right, so watch this. Oh, jeez. And again, so I just jammed the brakes on. I'm like, no time to aero brake. Feels a bit of a bounce out of that as well. But hey, I made it. Got my experience. Gonna taxi off, go park over here. Right next to, I guess that was Nomad 5-1 that was sitting, I'll be pulling up next to. He's rearming, refueling. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's these night missions are challenging. The servers got them on rotation, so we'll get them, I think every third map that loads in will be a night mission. It's fun to do. So keep an eye open for, I guess, part 2 of this. But like I said, I think I'm just going to minimum chatter in that. I'll just try to take out any excess stuff. But generally, it's just going to be a bit of a rough cut. You can watch it. Anyway, thanks for watching, as always. Appreciate your time. Hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me. And I'll be seeing you later. Take care.